Hello everybody, welcome to some Overwatch open beta footage which I cut together. It's Widowmaker and HANZO to discuss the question, who's the better sniper in my personal opinion, talk about their abilities, quench your thirst a little bit if you're really excited about this game, and just talk about the gameplay as we go along. So, we'll start with Widowmaker. Right after this though, actually this D.Va it's Lucio as well, Lucio and D.Va. D.Va is the robot and she's about to do her ultimate, which is self-destruct, incredibly powerful, and we could die right there, but Lucio pops his ultimate. Look at all that shield I've got. Even if the D.Va was like next to the payload about to wipe our whole team, that shield would have gone through our whole team and stopped a pretty vital push, so that was some nice play from Lucio. But anyway, into Widowmaker and all her abilities. Start with her gun, which is, like everyone's, fairly unique. It's got secondary fire and stuff like that, but it's kind of different for her because it opens up her play so much. She can not only perform as a sniper, which is her primary function, but she's pretty good close quarters, because if you don't aim down the side, you can use your gun as a machine gun. So that does work out quite nice in a lot of situations. Then her two abilities on the left and right bumper, or I don't know what key it is on the keyboard, but her left bumper ability is the grapple, which is not only good for getting to those vantage spots that you need as a sniper, but also doing some nice trick shots, getting away from enemies more often than not is when I use it, just to get out of any sticky situations and carry on sniping, doing what I should be doing. Picking off those lazy players, and because I'm not that good a shot. But anyway, her other ability is the Venom Mine, which is also super fresh. You can put down, I think it's a maximum of 2, so if you put down a third one, it'll respawn your first one wherever you put that third one down. So you only have 2 on the pitch at any given time. But that's also really useful if you put it somewhere to cover your back. You'll know when it's triggered, so then you can turn around and finish the player off, or you can use it in defense, like here I'm using it a little bit more aggressively than you should, but it works out, then you should. You use these how you use these. But anyway, Widowmaker in general, it's really cool that she has that close quarters ability. You feel like you can fight a lot more fights, especially here, where the D.Va's about to push its, there's less than a second worth of time needed on this shuttle, but I just keep really tight in there. My team's around me as well, but I keep tight in here. The payload's not going to go anywhere because our team's there. I'm able to still fight though without aiming down my scope when they're that close, so you can't see what's going on to the left and the right. So that is what I like about Widowmaker really. As ultimates go, it's a very useful one for the team, but it's kind of if you're a really good sniper. Like if you're a good sniper, you'll know that using the UAV, being able to see the red outline or the red people coming around the side and then snipe them as they come around the side while they're unawares and shit like that, you will perform better, but you've got to be a good sniper to do that. It's not a damage dealing ultimate, it is kind of a support, because the whole team get to see where the enemy team is. And if you are good, as I said, you'd see the person coming around the corner through the wall, so you'll be able to time your shot just right. But it is more of a, are you a good enough sniper to do that sort of stuff? Whereas Hanzo's is a lot more damage dealing. But this is Widowmaker time, and I got nothing else to say, so let's just have a little look at the gameplay. D.Va comes into this room, and this is where I use the grapple quite nicely. D.Va's in there, Reinhardt behind me, grapple close to us, then she didn't really have the time to turn, she was low anyway, finished her up there. Again, there's so much use of that grapple, which is quite nice. And then in a minute I get kind of a quick scope on Genji. It seems like with her charging mechanic, the sniper rifle needs to charge when you shoot it, and it seems to be that if you get a headshot you don't have to charge it all the way. I had a look, about 69% there to get the Genji in the back of the head, but I was so proud of that shot. I was like, oh my god, like totally random. There's no skill there whatsoever, totally random, but really happy with that shot. And it seems like there is a lot of leeway there if you're getting headshots with Widowmaker and stuff like that. So if you're a good sniper, you know, her abilities all work with each other and it's just totally badass. But we're on HANZO now, so let's just jump over to HANZO and his abilities. So starting with the bow, it's got this nice dip into it, which just feels nice in any game when you've got something like the stake gun from Painkiller or anything that kind of dips and does some cool shit like that. It's always really nice to play. And then his first ability is oh wait, on the arrows still though, if you left trigger or you alternate fire while the arrow's up, you can pull it down so you don't actually fire the arrow. Not a great secondary fire, but it's there. And then his left bumper ability is his ricocheting arrows, and this is like there it was just then, ricocheting around. If you get it on a corner really nicely, I don't know how you're supposed to tuck it in or anything like that, but you can make it just spray like a shotgun, all the arrows go in one direction. You can kill people around corners like that, which is absolutely incredible. And then his other fire is his version of the UAV, and I use it in a second. So then you can see people behind walls, much like Widowmaker's UAV, apart from it's only in that contained area where the ball was, so you need to place your arrows right. And then moving on to some of his his passive, if you will, he can wall run and stuff like that. Not like run along a wall like Black Ops style, but kind of jumping up, the clamber up, if you will. You can clamber up to certain places, not as high as Widowmaker, and you can't go as crazy because he hasn't got that faster movement, walking pace. But it's still very good to get to your vantage points and stuff like that. And then his super, which is the most dramatic and awesome super in the game, the dragons that just go through walls and stuff. They are incredibly powerful, especially if the enemy team is bunched up on something. You can really fuck some people up, which is nice. This guy gets frozen and I get a good headshot on him. Like, up that close, it doesn't matter where you're aiming really, you'll do a lot of damage to him. Even a tank like that, if you hit him in the head, just so I killed him once. Can't really hit the sniper, which I should do for the team. Sniper versus sniper, it's kind of like a... I don't know if anyone else feels that way. It's like, oh, someone else is using something that I'm kind of using. I got to perform better. If there's 2 tracers on the team, it's like, oh shit, I gotta be the better tracer here. I've got to be the better tracer. So in conclusion, I'm leaning a little bit more towards HANZO. I don't know how you guys feel. Just from comparing their abilities and the times I spent playing him. I spent a lot more time playing Widowmaker, but had a better time with HANZO. Just because it's a little bit more sweaty with HANZO. Like, I would try it a lot harder, but it felt better. And then his left bumper compared to Widowmaker's left bumper, obviously one of them's a grapple, whilst HANZO's is, again, real aggressive with the old ricocheting arrows around corners. And if you could get good with that, keep your spray really tight, you could ricochet an arrow around a core, and with the spray be so tight it would still be like a shotgun at distance. Like, that is incredible. And then his right bumper is the UAV, which you'd have to wait for her ultimate to be able to do that with Widowmaker. When Widowmaker's is the Venom Mine, which I don't think it can guarantee kill, and HANZO can. You can guarantee a kill with that ricochet if you get good with it. I don't know. And then you're looking at the ultimates and the movement. Widowmaker has got a grapple, but you can climb up walls as HANZO, and just being good with HANZO, you don't need to have the best vantage spot. You can be taking people out pretty much from any angle if you're good enough with him, which I'm certainly not. This is the best game I had with him, so it's going to be a learning curve, I think. And Widowmaker's a good place to start, but then you may progress to HANZO. There'll still be some awesome gameplay and a top choice still, as all the heroes, they're all good for certain situations. And then the ultimate, HANZO's Dragons versus Widowmaker's UAV. It's spectacular, it looks great, it's super fucking powerful. You can clean out teams in a tight corridor, HANZO's ultimate, hands down. HANZO down. Whoa! Nah, that's it. Yeah, I just ruined it, didn't I? I'm out of here. I will catch you guys. Peace!